Shalom. Shalom. Okay. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Berkakwadash. This is y&ymission. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. y&ymission teaches the 100% truth doctrine. It's GMS. I just want to go and bring out a few scriptures basically pertaining to, like, when you're in this truth, you're going to be catching hell and getting fucked up and being put through tests by the Lord. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, okay? A lot of tests, a lot of hell, and constantly getting slayed every day. And it's a lot of work to deal with. It's easier said than done, but by remaining in these scriptures, by praying, by fasting, watching videos, brothers' videos, and staying in the spirit, basically, that'll help you get through these constant tests and these constant, evils and tribulations that may befall upon you, especially in these times. We know we're at the very last seconds now. Yahweh Shah is on the way. And these demons, okay, the 2/3 of these heathens, and also the evil spirits that Yahweh has out here are on a rampage and ready to, help bring you down or make you lose focus or get you out of this truth, okay? And you're seeing that firsthand. A lot of people that were once mighty or steadfast or very strong and diligent in this truth are now waxing worse or have waxed totally off the map. So I've always made it my personal business when it came to this truth, okay, this spiritual walk of mine, and I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, to never be that weak man. I don't want to be that weak man. And, constantly praying, staying away from temptations, constantly supping with Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, constantly thinking about the Lord. One way or another, it's going to keep you out of those things, those pitfalls, the rough road. This road is awfully rough, man. If you ever driven down a road or driven a car on a rough road compared to a nice paved, smooth, asphalt paved road, is totally different. This road, being in this truth, being a servant of the Lord, a man of the Lord, it's a lot of potholes, a lot of bumps. It's rocky, it's dusty. As you're driving down this road, this spiritual road, you're kicking up all types of dust and debris on the undercarriage of your vehicle, your spiritual vehicle, which is your temple, which is your body. And you're also, getting hit, people jumping out in front of you, pedestrians, so to speak, spiritual pedestrians, demons, okay, and then other people honking at you behind you. You're trying to get down this road and take the best way so you won't destroy your car, which is your body, your temple, okay? And you got all types of obstacles that you must maneuver around on the spiritual road, okay, on the spiritual endeavor. And it's quite like nothing. You will have to experience it in order to know the detriment and how strong and how rough it is, okay? So just staying in the spirit, it's a fight. It's a constant fight every day. You're picking up your cross daily and you're dying daily, okay? So it's not easy. It's not easy. It's pretty hard. By far, like one of the hardest tests I have to do. Okay, but I know that, you know, as long as I endure to the end, you know, I'll make it. Okay, so I'm going to Job 2:10. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speak. It's Job's wife. What shall we receive good at the hand of Yahweh? And shall we not receive evil? Okay, so, right, you're going to receive good things, okay, at the hand of the Heavenly Father. He's going to okay things, even for 2/3, okay, and even the heathen, and men in the truth. You're going to receive good things, okay, but also be prepared to receive what? The evil, okay, as well for the Heavenly Father. Okay, the evils, pitfalls, okay, financial setbacks, you know, different insecurities, different things that are going to test your faith, your endurance, your resilience, okay, you know, the embarrassment, the humiliation that you have to go through in this truth, okay, is like no other, okay. This walk isn't for everybody, okay. This is only for the remnant, for the sincere men that are out there, okay. So you're going to receive the good and the evil, and I'm speaking to myself first and foremost through experience. I've received good from the Lord and evil too, okay. And all this did not Job sin with his lips. So Job, even though he was getting messed up by the Lord, had his kids pass away and all this type of things, and he lost a lot, you know what I'm saying, he did not sin with his lips, okay. He did not curse the Heavenly Father out, all right, because his wife was telling him what? Curse the Most High and die, right? And he was steadfast. He held on to his integrity, and he endured through what the Lord put him through. You know, I know it's easier said than done, but we do have example in the scriptures of men or man that has done that, okay, in these times. But it's very hard to do, and every man's walk is different, a lot is different. So you won't know until you're in it, you know, what it is that you're going to be going through until it happens. But hopefully when you come out on the other side of certain tribulations and trials, that you're stronger and you can endure more, okay, and you don't sin not with your lips, okay, towards what? The Heavenly Father, okay. So basically, Job was basically telling his woman, trying to teach her, guide her, you know, show her, you know, we receive good from the Lord, shall we not also receive the evil too? Because he know that Yahweh controls everything, all right, the good and the bad, okay. So, you know, and we all know the story with Job. He endured to the very end, and he was he was fulfilled and gained everything basically he lost 10 times, all right. He already had a lot, but he gained even more, okay, because he held in there, okay. He stayed strong, okay, for the Heavenly Father, okay, and also for himself, all right. Job 13:15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my own ways before him. Right. So, like I said, even Job knew that he was getting slayed out here. And like I said, constantly gonna get slayed by the Heavenly Father every day. It's always something, man. And at your expense. That's part of being slayed, okay? You might not necessarily physically die, but you're spiritually dying, your financial, you're taking a financial financial stab, you're taking a respect stab, you know, your woman, your family, okay, your job, okay, stabbing you, okay, stabbing you in the back, trying to get you fired, different things that you have to overcome, okay? But Job said, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. And that's the ultimate goal, especially right now. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. It's for the Heavenly Father to see that I trust him. And that's what I went on about in a video a couple of days ago. I said you have to basically be on spiritual autopilot. And it's easier said than done. And that's basically relinquishing control, letting the Heavenly Father and his Son have control over what happens, no matter if it's good or bad, especially in these times, okay? Because Yahweh Shah is on the way, coming very quickly. And the rest of this year is going to be crazy. It's already crazy now. But that's part of, having trust in the Heavenly Father, is to, let him take control, okay? Not stop, because in this world that we're in, living in this country and whatnot, you was always taught and brought up that you have control over your own self, okay? That you control your own destiny, that you make your own moves, that you're independent of oneself. You decide where you are or where you go, okay? And that's further from the truth. It's total opposite, okay? The Heavenly Father controls everything. Man's goings are the way of the Lord, okay? Paraphrasing. So, it's no free will. It's no independence. It's just whatever mission that the Lord has you on, whether it's on the left-hand side or whether it's on the right-hand side. Okay, that's all it is. You're either going to serve the Heavenly Father to do something good or do something evil, okay, sooner or later, okay? But though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, right? So he slayed you, pick up your cross, you're dying daily, you're putting off that old man, you're being slayed, okay? You're changing your ways, you're trying to just let things play out instead of trying to control things. You're trying to fast more, okay? Instead of just eating, you're trying to pray more than 3 times a day, multiple times a day, okay? All these things are very imperative to trust in the Lord, okay? The Heavenly Father, all right? Okay, but I will maintain my own ways before him, right? Will maintain your integrity, okay? Finish what you started, okay? Don't take your hand from the plow, okay? You started the work, stay focused and stay steady on doing it. We run this spiritual race, and I'm just trying to finish. I'm not trying to be first, and I'm not trying to be per se last, but I'm not trying to be disqualified or thrown out, evicted from the race. And that's what, we're seeing more and more people are being disqualified or disqualifying themselves or being thrown out the race, okay? So, just slow and steady, maintain consistency, have a rhythm, have a pattern, okay? And then once you get that down pat, it's easier and easier to trust in the Lord. And even, that Lord will send you bones, throw you a few bones here and there. And when I say bones, I'm talking about good things, good tidings, or good outcomes He'll send your way. But that's when you get one good thing happen, you can't let it go to your head. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. You got to be ready for that evil that's about to come. And I'm constantly, looking out for tests. And I have my own way of knowing when the Heavenly Father is going to send me a test or whatnot. Okay, so He lets me know, and then I'm able to prepare myself. I don't know when it's going to come, how long it's going to be, or from who, but I'm on guard. Okay, I'm on a spiritual on guard. And once I realize that I'm being told that a test is coming up, then I'm going to know how to move forward then, and it can come from anywhere or from anybody or from anything. So that's one good thing about, like I said, being locked in with the Heavenly Father and His Son. Okay, you're able to get the jump on a lot of things. You're able to see to see past what you normally wouldn't see if you weren't in the truth. Your eyes become a doorway, a gateway into the spiritual realm beyond your belief. Okay, so that's why it's important. Once you get that power, once you experience that, okay, once you're selected, or once you're consider yourself a servant, okay, is to utilize that power by what? Also trusting in Yahweh, okay, trusting in Yahweh and Yahweh, okay. They might do, okay. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my own ways, right? And that's what it's about, maintaining your own ways, maintaining who you are, okay, no matter how bad it gets, and not quitting.